Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome back to another video. All right, let's check it out. Let's see what we got for you right now. If you like those cars from back in the days that you probably seen in the movies, from probably a French movie, or maybe those classic old school movies that they like to drive around in the little Panhards, well, you're looking at the right video. What we got for you right now, it's a 143 scale 1950 Panhard Dyna X. Now, this brand right here, I always liked it. I like the newer generations of this model, like I think it was the Dyna Z. I always found them attractive. Now, this is more like the old school vehicles back in the early 50s. I posted a video quite a while ago of this model in as a convertible cabriolet, which is similar. In the front is the same, but the rear, obviously, the rear door doesn't exist, and is it's just more like a coupe style. This is obviously more the sedan version. If you look at the car itself, it has those suicide doors. They call them suicide because they open from front to back, which obviously they were not the best. For back in the days, they were common, but they stopped. Obviously, they just stopped making them like that because there was not a safe option for nowadays. Now, this car right here, to be a quite small car, consider it has a lot of personality. Starting with the trunk, I see the wheel shape. A lot of cars back in the days they had a wheel shaped type of trunk because they want to make sure you could put your spare tire there. And then those white wall wheels makes the car always look very classy and fashionable. The color is quite attractive too. And then if you look at the rear fenders, they're kind of like almost covering the rear wheel. And I always found that very attractive in cars when they cover a bit of the rear wheel. It gives that sense of fashion luxury type of car. Obviously, it's not the best option if you have to change the wheel as a flat tire because you probably have to lift the car up higher because the side fender wouldn't let you pull out the wheel. But I think that's something that they probably whoever owned these cars they knew about from the beginning. You can only look at it and see what the problem is. To my view, maybe it's not a problem for many other people. Now this model, it was a French model from 1948 all the way till 1954. Like I said, it had as a four-door Berlin, which is the one that we're looking at right now. It had a three-door State, which is the station wagon, a two-door Cabriolet, which I posted before, and also a light van. Now, engine wise, guys, these cars are small cars as it is, and plus they're European, so you should they didn't have those big engines like the Americans. And also, it was made by a brand that didn't produce big cars from the beginning, so I don't think they ever had a big engine to offer in any other models. Now, this and car, the engines were kind of the K car model section in size. They had a 610 cc's, two cylinder, 745 cc's, two cylinder, and the biggest engine was an 851 cc's, two cylinder. And then when it comes to transmissions, do not expect to see no automatics in these models. They only had as a 4-speed manual column, which the shifter was by the steering wheel. And I never drove a stick shift column vehicle. I heard they were more complicated. It was harder to find the gears. Maybe I'm wrong, but I overheard that one time. Okay, guys. I'm gonna let it go around a few times, and I'll be right back. All right, guys. So, what do you guys think about these quiet little French cars from back in the 50s, late 40s, and the 50s? Did you find them attractive? Did you think was Do you think that Panhard should have been around a lot longer than what they were? Obviously, if you know, they were bought by Citroën, but unfortunately, they I'm not sure what already happened in between, but obviously they're no longer around for quite a long time already. I think the 60s. Just to make sure, let's see. The brand itself, it was around until Panhard. Panhard was it was oh wow, it's 2018. They stopped. I'm trying to know what car they did after, because the latest model that we remember was the Panhard that I remember from Panhard was the 24 CT, and that was built back in the 60s. So I'm trying to remember. I'm trying to know what models they did or what happened after them. I guess they stopped making cars. Probably the brand itself was still around, but not sure what happened to them as after the 60s when it comes to cars. If you know more about it, let me know in the comments below. Let me know. Did you remember these cars? Have you seen them on the road? Maybe you see them in a classic car show. Some of these brands, they're not many around, but a few of them that are around, they try to keep them. Hopefully, they are, because these cars are no longer being built for the longest. So whatever you find, the few left that they might see around are the only ones around. Take care of them. All right, guys, and let me know in the comments below what models you guys collect, what you guys have as your in your collection, what scale, what brands. Don't forget to give me that beautiful thumbs up. I always appreciate that. Thank you so much for your support. And know that you guys are liking these videos. It really gives me a lot of push to keep making them. And I enjoy making these. I always say that this is for me it's a hobby, and I really enjoy doing this. All right, guys. So take care of yourselves more than ever, as I always say. And goodbye.